all, and welcome to the NEWSTART kitchen. My name is Nicole Ramos, and today is time to celebrate because we are bringing in a holiday roast. Won't you join me? I'm going to go through the ingredients. We have here 2 cups of chickpeas, 1 cup of vegetable broth or chicken style seasoning broth. We have half an onion, 2 cloves of garlic, 1 teaspoon liquid smoke, 3 tablespoons of nutritional yeast, 1 teaspoon of smoked paprika, 2 teaspoons of poultry seasoning, and you can find our recipe in one of our previous videos, half a teaspoon of dry thyme, half a teaspoon dry oregano, 2 teaspoons of maple syrup. Okay, and similarly to our sausage recipe, we are going to put all of these in a blender. If you haven't seen our sausage recipe, our sausage video, you should go and check it out. So we're gonna put our wet ingredients into the blender. And I say wet because some of these aren't wet, like the powders, but they're going to become wet. So you just pour all of that good stuff in. The rest of the powders. And last but not least, the maple syrup for some sweetness. Okay, and we're going to blend it up for about a minute or so until you have a nice smooth paste. Now, if you don't have a high-speed blender, don't stress too much. You're gonna have some bits of chickpeas. That won't be too much of a problem with the texture. It's just gonna be slightly different. You'll be able to tell that they're chickpeas in your roast, but not too big of a deal. As for me though, I want a smooth paste. Okay, I'll show you how smooth that looks now. It's nice and nice, smooth paste. And I'll just let that sit there. To maximize your time in the kitchen while that's blending, you could deal with the other ingredients, but obviously I had these prepared earlier. So I'll just show you what I do here. I take my vital wheat gluten and my ground flax seeds, and I'm just going to mix those in until they are very well mixed in. And then I'm going to take my pureed chickpeas and herbs and spices, and I'm just going to pour that in. And if you taste this and think, oh, I'm not a fan of the flavor, make it your own. Add your own mix or blend of herbs and spices. This can be such a versatile dish. Okay, so you're just gonna mix that in until it becomes a nice dough and ready for you to put your hands in. It's really, really soft. It's just really fun to make. If you're gonna buy a veggie roast for the holidays, that could set you back $40, $50, I've seen $60 roasts, and I'm not just tooting my own horn here, but they've got nothing on this one. Okay, so now I'm just gonna get my hands dirty. This is like Play-Doh, it's so nice and smooth. And you just want to get all of that vital wheat gluten mixed in. Okay, now I'm going to bring this to the counter, and I'm just going to knead it a little bit just to make sure that everything is well mixed in. And there you have a nice homogeneous dough, really beautiful. I'm going to form it into a loaf now. And when you're happy with your loaf, you are going to take a big piece of foil and a big piece of parchment paper and plop your dough in the middle. Now, if you're making this for the holidays, you're probably going to be entertaining. So, you know, you want to make it a nice loaf. So, just like the sausages that I made in my previous video, I'm going to wrap this and then wrap it again in the foil. And then I'm going to twist it shut nice and tightly. Okay, now that this is like this, I am going to put it in a steamer for about an hour and a half. It's going to be cooking there on medium heat. Once that's done, I'll take it out and show you. See you then. So my roast has recently come out of the steamer. It was there for 1 hour and a half. And I just want to show you what this baby looks like. Look at that. What we want to do now is we want to cover it, baste it, and put it in the oven. But before we do that, I'm going to go through the basting ingredients with you. All right, so here we have 1/4 cup of Bragg's liquid aminos, 1/2 a teaspoon of liquid smoke, 1/2 a teaspoon of smoked paprika, 2 cloves of garlic minced, 1 teaspoon of onion powder, and 2 sprigs of rosemary and 2 sprigs of thyme. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to mix all of these ingredients in together. To form my basting liquid for my roasts. Because every good roast has good basting. Okay. So we're just gonna mix that in together. Until it's well incorporated. And there you have it. Done. Some of the garlic is stuck there. All right. So put that to the side for a minute. We're going to take our loaf here and we're going to be using some rice paper. If you've seen my fresh roll video, you would have seen these. If you've never seen them before, this is a rice sheet. And you can get them in Asian stores. Many supermarkets have them now. They're becoming ever more popular. The way we moisten it is we put it in warm water and leave it in for about 5 seconds. And to put it in for a bit longer. You just want it to become a little bit more malleable. What you're going to do is just put it over your roast. And as it softens, it's going to stick to it and become like a skin to it. And once this is in the oven and you've basted it, it will become nice and crispy. So it'll become a nice crispy shell. Okay, so this rice paper is softening up and you just want to make sure that you're covering every bit of it. It's okay if the sides aren't covered. This is going to look absolutely gorgeous once it's done. Okay, so I previously prepared a lovely pan here with parboiled potatoes and carrots. And I've chopped some red onions and put it around them with some red peppers and cherry tomatoes. What we're going to do is just baste away. Get all of that loveliness in there. Now remember, we have some minced garlic in here, so kind of pick it up with your brush. Make it go everywhere. Now this liquid is quite salty, so it's going to give it a nice salty shell. And the inside is a nice combination of salty and sweet and nice and herby. So there. What I'm gonna do is just give some of my vegetables a nice dose of this liquid as well. It's going to, all of the flavors are just gonna combine and become absolutely gorgeous. Okay. So just to end it off, we're going to break some of our thyme over it, you know, get some of the leaves on it. And some of that rosemary too. As it bakes, all these flavors are gonna infuse with each other and just become absolutely delectable. Okay, and that's that. To end, I'm going to use my trusty oil spray and just give it, that's it, a nice spray. And this will help it to brown in the oven and to look nice and golden. I'm going to put this in the oven for 40 to 50 minutes at 400 degrees until it's nice and golden. And when it's ready, I'll bring it back for you to see. Okay, so the roast has just come out of the oven and it smells divine. It smells so, so good. All of the vegetables came together and the onion with the smell of the roast. And I just want you to hear this. Can you hear that? That, my friend, is the crispiness of the crust that we put in. And I'm just gonna cut, oh wow, through this. So you have a crispy shell. The first one's always harder to get. And then you have a really soft, meaty center. I'm gonna cut the second piece here. And there you have it. You see that lovely, I want you to see that it's piping hot, but look at that meaty center with a crusty shell. Absolutely delicious. Get some of these veggies on your plate. Serve this with some gravy and some nice add-ons, and you will have the celebration of your life. Anyway, I hope you've learned something new today, and I hope you've enjoyed learning how to make this lovely roast. I'll see you next time.